We don't need no wings to fly. Take my hand. As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, I'll be your gold. Love me. Okay, that started a little bit in the middle. So here's the story behind what happened in this real second, right, real moment. This is why I love the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Shout out to Steve Jobs always. His spirit is always around, and the Apple Store, because the iPhone 15 Pro Max, what I love the most about it, and I know I'm a little late like in terms of like explaining this to you guys, but I've been super busy, and you know I've been hanging at the Apple Store for the longest in Santa Monica. So the freaking C charger is everything. You guys changing this to the C charger, Apple is just the best idea in the world, because I'm literally charging my other iPhone with my phone, because my phone died. And Justin, we're gonna make our own music production company. Like, we're just gonna do our own thing, because the industry is so dirty that I just don't even want to be a part of it. I don't want to sign any labels with anybody. I just want to make that 10,000% clear, right? I don't want to sign any labels. I don't want to be a part of anything until I know for sure I'm with the person that I want to be with, which is Justin Bieber. And he's recovered, he's better, and we end up building our own like empire in terms of music, and plus so many different things, because I feel like he's just the greatest. He's a much better leader than half of the leaders that I've seen, because he's speaking to more than one crowd. He's speaking to adults, and he's also speaking to children. He's speaking to people that are stuck like in the sex industry, and that's the same thing that I'm speaking to. Like, people don't understand me, but a lot of times like people don't want to listen to you if you don't know what they've been through. Like, if you're the kind of person that is dedicated to changing real lives that need changing, people that don't need their lives to be changed, those people are the ones that are always picking on people, because they're the bullies, right? They're the villains. They don't have anything better else to do. But the people that are broken, those are the most important people. Like Justin Bieber being in that industry and being raped and molested by P. Diddy. Like, Lord knows how long that's been going on, ever since he was a little boy, and how many children he's been touching, and how much, like, all that stuff is a mess. Like, everything that I do so that you guys can know that I've done it, I've been there. It's not like I've ever been the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm going to send you here, I'm going to send you to do this and say. I would never grab a child and tell a child to go. In the industry, because they're rich and there's no way to catch them, they have private property, they existed. Everybody is under some kind of contract and bound to some kind of contract where they can't say too much, or else they're gonna be like, you have nowhere else to go. Either go, we're gonna throw you to the fans, and the fans are gonna do whatever they want to you, and that's how they threaten celebrities, right? Especially music artists like Justin Bieber. And so they use that against them, and so they get extremely afraid, and they don't have anywhere to go, because everybody knows where they live, who they are. Somebody can easily target them. Somebody can easily, just do anything. And so whatever I do is to definitely show you that I would never keep my pants on and call myself a mother that cares about you. And you've been in the industry like Justin has been in the industry. You've been abused by the industry like Justin has been abused by the industry. And me try to preach to you, but I myself have never been a prostitute. I myself have never thrown myself out there or been thrown out there. Like, I could never even lift a single soul up if I've never been in the situation that they're in. It doesn't mean that you have to be in that same situation in order to lift people's souls, but you have to have a certain level of understanding to touch hearts and get them out of the industry, or get them out of the hellhole that they're in. And that's the goal. The goal is to get Justin Bieber out of there, so Justin can definitely get the chance to heal and recover, instead of going back to work, being enslaved, and being married to Haley, who's constantly digging in his pockets, because he's gonna be like, she's using him as a hustle. Like, oh, he got $1 million, he can make $10 million off of a show, just sing a few songs. That's a lot of money. He could be a billionaire, trillionaire. She's looking at that, and so she's like, go back to work, go back to work. How can he go back to work if he's not in a good mental condition? If you are a madam, a wife in any way, and you wanted your husband to actually, and you knew you had a man that's a baller like that that can make money like that, wouldn't you want that man to be okay? That man to first of all recover so he can make more money later? She's not a very smart person, right? Either that or Justin Bieber is not allowing her to get any credit. He's not allowing her to get any credit for his success, because that's basically what she's doing. Like, there's this evil in women, especially like white women. And there's this evil in these women. They're like, they have this thing where they think that, okay, we had the echo, so I'm gonna take the echo off a little bit. So they have this thing where, especially women, like they have this thing, evil women, and you can tell when a woman is evil and conniving. Like they start to play this mother role, but they don't know how to parent. They only know how to be strict. They only know structure, but they don't have an understanding, the level of understanding that a true mother has. Like whenever I was playing with my daughter, I had to be my daughter to play with her. Like I had to act like her. I had to crawl on my knees. I had to humble myself like a child, which is what the Bible says. Humble yourself like a child and you'll be exalted. And it's not about being exalted at all, but yes. So Justin Bieber is basically, his character is to, humble himself like a child. A lot of people, a lot of times when you try to play the big guy, there's a lot of other big guys out there. You can cause a lot of problems, especially when you're in a hostage situation. When you're in a hostage situation, there are times where you have to to let go of your position. Come down from your high horse. Come down from your I'm the big boss, and just be the slave for a minute, right? Be the slave for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for an hour, for a year. Be the prostitute for a minute, right? Be the escort for a minute. Be the sugar baby for a minute. Be the whatever it is that you are. Be that for a minute, and understand why they're in that before you try to judge that situation, before you try to criticize that situation. And once you're in it, because it's going to help you have a better level of understanding. Because if you want them to stop doing what they're doing, you're going to have to understand, first of all, why they're doing it. And how do you get them to open up? Like, because my goal is to get Justin to speak up, right? But I know right now, because he's fighting a really big case right now. P. Diddy's life is on the line for real, and he's gonna go to jail. I hope he does, because if I have no doubt that he did what Justin says he did, and if he didn't, he did it to other people. If he didn't do it to Justin, and Justin's lying, which I don't think he's lying. I just don't know, but I believe Justin 1,000%, because I can look into his eyes and see the molest and the abuse, and we've seen it on TV. We've seen it, and it's not just P. Diddy that did these things to him. It's so many other people. It's not just the black community. It's even the white community. They just didn't show it. They're smart enough to not show their crimes, right? But these other people, they're in the black community. They're more like they don't care. They're carefree. They're like, we want you to see this. We want you to see what's happening, because it's probably happening to them. But nobody is focusing, nobody's listening. So they're gonna grab somebody that they're gonna pay attention to, so that person, so that it could raise awareness, it could bring attention to what's going on. That's why Justin went through what he went through, is so it could bring attention to what's really going on in the industry, because people are advertising it as if it's just this limelight, this beautiful life, everything is perfect, but there is dirt and crime and different conniving, because they got skills. They have skills to hide. They have skills to cover up murder. They have skills to do all sorts of things. When you have money, you have power, and you have abilities, right? You have abilities to pay people off, to silence them, you could pay the lawyer, you could pay the judge, you could pay all sorts of things. Because life happens. Situations happen where you end up in a bad situation, and you bought yourself this big house, now you can't pay it off. Now how are you going to sell it? What's gonna happen? You're in debt. All sorts of things can make people do wicked things, right? And so that's what's going on in the industry. So the reason why he's there is God is using him to bring out all the people that are going through what they're going through. But we need to build foundations, and we're not going to wait, because I'm always praying on Justin Bieber, because I want him to come right here. I want him to come right here, because this is where he wants to be. This is where he needs to be, where there's no fans, people coming around, let me get a fucking autograph. No, because all you want is an autograph. You don't want him to heal. You don't want to hear him out. You just want a signature so you can get paid. You want a picture so you can get paid. So you can get your elevated. You can get your more Instagram followers. That's not what Justin Bieber wants. He doesn't want to be used like that, because that's what Hailey is doing. Hold on, guys. We're ending right now. We're gonna do part